I would say. So let's see, it's 1-1 here. ZLO has... Ooh, he has Seraphim, he's against UEF. Not the best matchup, really. I would definitely prefer UEF in this matchup. But maybe ZLO can get some stuff done at T1 stage and transition into good use of his commander. Oh, it's not the flat version either. That's terrible. Why are they not on the flat version? That's really bad for the Seraphim T2 PDs. Now, I mean, you can place them in the right place so that they can shoot. Like, you need to place them up on the hills. If you place them down here, you're going to have a bad time. You're welcome, sheep thief. Just don't steal my sheep and we'll be good. Why do I prefer UEF on this map? It's not the map, it's I prefer UEF when they're up against Seraphim. Did half the players not show up? It seems like quite a few didn't show up. Like Paralon, Benny S, Silent Noob. Who else? Ryfun. I think that's it. So that's like 4 out of 16. I think it's because daylight savings changed. Maybe that's why. On the other hand, other players are just in bad time zones for the tournament, like Ryfun. No, I'm not too worried. Second, Land Factory already up for ZLO. Meanwhile, Wounded is building a lot of power just to make some land factories. And it looks like he's walking. He seems to walk with his ACU on his in his opening quite a lot. He should probably work on that a little bit. ZLO rushing his Hydra. He loves to do that. And he's got it well defended. Third land factory, sorry, still no air. Pretty ballsy. Both these guys are just ignoring air, which is a bad idea on this map, if you ask me. Oh, this lab is going to get something done. Nice. That's a good kill. Time to run away now. And in here, oh look. Is ZLO getting debated by the scout, perhaps? Lab goes down to the ACU. This lab runs into the back. It's good practice to run away, run away from your own base. He's looking for kills. He actually might, yeah, he needs to keep running though. Keep going, little man. How many steps does a mech marine take getting across the map? Dude, he works out hard. Heavy cardio on those mech marines. Goggins level cardio. Seven tanks for Wounded. 8 tanks. Only 3 for ZLO. Where's the reclaim ZLO? He's building too much and not reclaiming enough. Also, not building his mechs. This is quite a mad idea. And his ACU is okay. He's in this expansion. It's a good place to be. Time to build some more mexes. Get some reclaim with the commander, maybe. Manual reclaim at this point. Yeah, I'm Irish. That's Scottish. Can't do Scottish accent. Well, I'm not going to do Scottish accent. Let's put it that way. I am Irish, yeah. Scots and the Irish are quite close. Closely related. Okay, getting his mexes up. Wounded is also pretty slow with his expansion, we'll say. But also not way slower with Hydra. Thought it was Australian. Sure you did. Crikey. Yeah, we are pretty much the same. We are the same people. The Irish went to Scotland, I think, is the history. The Scottish are Irish in origin. What was the chat there? Oh, it's just a pause. You can work out the speed of a mech marine by having them run edge to edge on a 10k map. They run something like 300 kilometers per hour. Yeah, that's pretty quick. That is pretty quick. Unifying features, they both hate the English, right? Well, I mean, doesn't everyone? Sorry to all the English people watching. But you know. Nobody likes the... If you have a massive empire, you know, people aren't gonna like you, I guess. That's how it goes. Even the English hate the English. Look at the amount of comments now. Everyone. They've turned their hatred inwards. That's a sad thing, though. Self-hatred is probably the worst kind, you know. How's the match going, though? WoundedElk is behind. In mass. He looks to have more units. 46 tanks. Oh, he doesn't. He's actually... It's very even, actually. ZLO moving across the map. I don't hate myself, just the other English people. Well, that's alright then, I guess. Arma, you sound like a journalist right now. Especially other English people in motor vehicles. Yep. Why does everybody hate France? I think France is pretty cool historically and currently. I don't know. Does everybody hate France? They come off quite arrogant, I guess. Same as Germany. It's just my impression. Same as England. Just my impression. But in general, I get on with most people, so... Yeah, ZLO's pulling further ahead here. He's got, what, 880 power income? Wounded falling behind a little bit more. The Zooies, you see, this is the thing. I was saying, you know, UEF doesn't seem so great in this matchup. At T1 stage, Seraphim is far superior thanks to the Zooie. At T2 stage, if you can get a nice T2 army going, I'm gonna prefer the composition on the Seraphim on the UEF side. But Seraphim at T1 is way better thanks to the Zooies, and we can see it now. Like, look at the veterancy on some of these things. They all have damage done. Why isn't Purple using bombers to raid? He seems to be leaving a couple idle. Okay, now he's got them sent out. There is anti-air around. Here's an anti-air. There's a couple inties out for ZLO. A lot of anti-air here, so there's not many places to use bombers right now. Because it's a small map, it's difficult to find good targets. Takes out a radar. It's not really a big deal. 2 bombers are a lot more expensive than 1 radar. And both the bombers are gonna die now. He might get a pass on a Hydro, which is not gonna die. And that's not an effective raid. They're not making air because it's only a 5x5 map, so it's very easy to get enough anti-air in enough locations. What you can do on this map is snipe. Build up 6 gunships in the back corner with all this extra mass you have, which actually WoundedElk is not taking, and snipe the commander. ZLO moves in to defend the expansion. France has a rich history of fighting well until 1940. So I've heard. I don't know too much about military history. Yeah, exactly. The map is small enough that it's easy. Oh no, the ASU tanks so much damage from the Zoes. He's gonna die. There's no way he dodges all these Zoes now. 400 HP. He needs a vet. He needs the veterancy. He got it. 1600. Without that, he'd be would be dead already. Oh, I can't believe he took so much damage there. Oh. Tom Spicer says this upgrade killed me. Tells me we might be talking to WoundedElk. Oh my god, 1200 HP now. And he's up against T2 Seraphim. ZLO with superior map control. How did he take so much damage? It was from all the artillery. All the Zoes. It was probably like 20 Zoes launched a volley at him and he ate every single shot. And ZLO looks in an extremely good position now. T2PD's going up. Time for Nano, I think. Oh, that looks like T2 actually. I think we definitely should go... You definitely should go Nano here. And then gun. See, this is the power of the LotS though. When you just have one LotS in a T1 army, it adds so much. But now, yeah, ZLO needs to keep running. He's getting blocked by his own units here, so the LotS might get surrounded. We hate French since 1812 or even 1525. Okay, where are you from, Eye of Terror? Everyone eventually made the mistake of invading Russia. This is true. History does repeat itself. If it does anything. PDs in middle. They're really far back, these PDs. But they did manage to get some kills. Like, these first two PDs have a lot of damage done. Huge amount of pressure coming on the top side. Pillars and T1 units are not going to do very well at all against LotS. True, Ricky. Corporate invasion. Yeah, it looks really good for ZLO. If we look at his army now, he's got 20 LotS, he's got 50 Zoes, 13,600 mass in units versus 6,000 mass in units, only 5 T2 tanks. And they're cheaper. This looks, it looks very bad. This is a nice attack though. It's kind of surprising that WoundedElk is able to find this avenue of attack here into the expansion. A bit of a mistake from ZLO. He's so many units here. Needs to make use of this army, crush what Wounded has, and move through. This expansion has no defenses whatsoever. And it's time to run. I mean, he could just run into the base now at this point with this army. There's nothing that can stop it. It's a huge army. 11 LotS. Wish they were called Lobos instead because they lob. Interesting observation. He overcharges, doesn't manage to kill the Ilshi. WoundedElk's gonna lose 2-1 against ZLO in round 2. So yeah, WoundedElk's gonna have to come back and try and qualify in round 4 of the qualifier. Well, qualifier number 4, sorry. ZLO is finally gonna get through. I don't know if ZLO played in the first qualifier, but he did play in the second one. So this is his at least the second time trying to get through, and he manages it this attempt. Just needs to just target the ACU. Could be dead already. Good performance from WoundedElk. Almost sniped ZLO in the second map. Won the first map convincingly. So so yeah, that was a nice series.